Yeah, 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 yeah.
So in today's video, I want to make some gluten-free snacks because one of our kids we are suspecting is allergic to either gluten or dairy. We don't know. So I want to do elimination for like a week. And one thing we know that he loves is bread and all sorts of things. You know, chapati and all that have to do with wheat. So I want to try a few recipes that I've been researching, and we're going to do that together. So if being gluten-free is one of your goals for this year, stay tuned because I have fantastic recipes that I think are going to work. I hope. I mean, let's wait and see, okay? But the first thing I want to do, because motherhood must be mothered, is I need to wash laundry. Yeah, especially duvets, because again, people have allergies, and I've realized I need to keep washing their duvets often because they keep getting stuffy noses and all that. So I want to do that, and then while they're washing, we can start our first gluten-free recipe. I'm so glad you're here. Let's do this. I don't know how often you wash the duvets in your kids' beds, but for me, I could be doing better. I don't know whether to be doing it like once a month, especially because they don't have a cover. Of course, we change the other bedding every month, but for the duvets, I feel like I could be doing better. Another thing that I also want to wash are the pillows, because yeah, they need, I don't know, I just want to get this and do it well. So I'm even thinking like I might just manage to do one duvet and one pillow at a time, because that pretty much fills up the wash. I remember someone recently talking about how I am freezing my child because he sleeps on this Macintosh here. Wow, people are interesting. Anyway, in case you're worried, this is leather, so it actually gets nice and warm. Actually, if anything, he gets too hot with this. So yeah, but I think, yeah, that's it. In case you're worried about it, which I don't know why. Way you down, down, down. You can still take flight.
And I'm also going to be unboxing with you. I bought a new gadget for my kitchen, which is a grinder, because I've been wanting to make my own flours, especially when I'm trying out these kinds of recipes. I don't know how it's going to work. I've never in my life used a grinder before. So stay tuned for that. Let's discover together. Hi, in case you're new here, my name is Susie and welcome. On this channel we're all about making motherhood magical in every area. Yes, and I want to use Tide washing and laundry pods because of course they're the best worldwide. Like any search will let you know that. And especially these ones I use only for my kids, the white ones, for my kids' clothes and beddings because of allergies. And I'm also putting OxyClean because it's sort of like a whitener and a bleach for the washer. Works very, very well. And for the kids, I don't use laundry boosters because, again, as I said, some of them have allergies. So I need to be very careful. And that's why I prefer Tide and Ariel pods. By the way, they are so good even with sensitive skin and sensitive kids. And I'll link them below in case you're interested. But stay tuned because I have a recipe, a bread recipe that will knock your socks off. So the thing that I want to make, I want to start with millet crepes. I know, millet, the one we use for porridge. That's the one I want to make crepes with because we're having spaghetti for dinner and our son can't have that just for a week. I just want to see how it's going to affect him. And I'll join him in the gluten-free life. So it's going to be a very interesting week for us. So I want to try and make millet crepes. For that, I need just these ingredients. Come, I show you. So I'm going to need 2 large eggs. I have water, oil, 1 cup of milk, salt, and I have my millet flour here. The thing I've come to learn about this gluten-free life is that the flour needs to soak in liquid. So I'm going to mix the batter and then let it stand for like 15, 20, 25 minutes before we actually start cooking. And I'm not going to make a lot because I want to first of all see how it's going to work out for us. And then you can make them savory or you can make them sweet. Mine won't have sugar because we are eating them with dengu. So yeah, nobody wants to eat dengu with sweet crepes. They're going to be like chapatis but crepes. So no sugar for this one, but if I wanted them sweet, then I would put sugar. But these ones will be savory.
Above these crowds, stuck in the dust of the life that you found, with nowhere to go, no higher ground.
So the batter might look a bit thin, but I am believing after resting for about 20 to 25 minutes, it's going to be thick. And then that's when we can start cooking. So let's give it time. So I'll set a timer for 20 minutes and then we'll be back here to check on it. We'll just let it soak. For the full recipes, check out our website. I'm going to link it down below because it will give you all the measurements you need and everything. And now, this gluten-free experiment has brought an interesting dynamic to our household because now, especially our last born, when I told him, okay, I'm going to make some bread for your sibling because we are going to try this thing, he felt like his sibling was getting preferential treatment. Okay, and kids are so big on fairness and everything being fair. So it was a bit tricky because I was having a hard time explaining why this one is having this special kind of food and him is not. But let me tell you where I won that battle. The minute I explained that his sibling cannot be eating chapati, he was like, okay, I'm good. In fact, he was like, that's not the life for me, Kids are so weird and funny at the same time. Oh my goodness, let me tell you, the shape of these crepes is for tears. It's for tears, the shape, oh my goodness. Please don't judge me, oh.
The shadows of this quiet town, I see you there, your feathers on the ground. Your eyes are heavy with the weight of the world. What's in a life you never could offer? Even if you never flown before.
So yesterday, I got home from work. I was exhausted. I had planned to make some gram flour crepes. The gram flour is made from chickpeas right here. I actually have some left over from the last time I was making bhajias. And my son was supposed to have those we were having goat wet fry, some sort of meat stew. Because the rest of the family was having chapatis. And you all know how chapatis are amazing and nobody wants to miss eating chapatis. But anyway, I was too tired to do it because I want to grind some chickpeas. I have a grinder over here that I bought months ago and I've never used because I've been planning to make this video and to go gluten-free for months. Anyway, so he was not able to eat chapatis with the rest of the people. It was very not nice, but we agreed he could have, don't judge me, cornflakes. So he had cornflakes for dinner with a bit of goat meat stew on the side. He loves cornflakes, so it was he didn't mind. But today I'm determined to try out this recipe. so we can get an alternative for chapatis. I also want to make oat muffins, because oat muffins will also be good for the time when other people are having bread. You can have oat muffins because they're gluten-free. So we are unboxing this grinder together. I bought it on one of my travels when I traveled to the UK. I think we did a video of traveling to the UK. I just didn't show this part. So yeah, it's been that long. I've had it for that long. Ha! Procrastination go finish me. Oh. So I want to unbox this. It's so tiny, but it should be able to grind for me the chickpeas. I'm also going to be making cassava bread. And when I went to buy cassava flour, I couldn't find, so I have big chunks of dried cassava. So we are going to grind those as well today. But first, I want to make the batter for this chickpea crepes, because it needs to soak. One thing I've realized about these gluten-free breads and wheat is that they need to soak. Like, they don't take water in that easily, which is fine. Wait, see, it's tiny. See, it's just a minuscule type of thing. Look at it. This cup is so tiny. I don't know if it comes off. I probably should read the instructions, you know. But yeah, and then it has this cover. Max 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds, rest for 1 minute. We'll be here until next year. Anyway, let me read the instructions and then we will see how to use it. Yeah, I just need to be able to make my own flour. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's it. Okay, so let's read the instructions. We'll clean it up and then we'll try and see if we can make some gluten-free flour. So basically, this is me trying to figure out how this grinder works, because, you know, you think you know, but then you don't know. You think you understand, but then you also don't understand. I might end up breaking this thing day one. I don't know.
Oh, my child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go.
That's it. Simple. Let's wash this. Try and make our own flour here. We soak it. As it is soaking, I'm thinking I continue with the oat muffins, and then it should have soaked by then, and then we see how it goes. I'm always up for a new gadget, let me tell you. New appliances. If you watched last week's video, yes, please. More and more of them. We make life easier and convenient in 2025, you know? So let's try this.
How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up, just hold on tight. It'll be alright.
The rest of my ingredients are here. I'm going to show you, but first let's clean this thing.
To be a good man inside.
By the way, Ebu, come here. Let us reason together. Do you remember in high school or in primary school, like when we were in boarding school, the way we used to have students who were on a special diet? Do you remember? Because this whole experiment has taken me back. Some form of PTSD, because where? Let me tell you my story with boarding school.
Your heart, it's not fair. Did your time? How much longer will you suffer in this life?
It is loud.
Just hold on tight.
Okay, it's actually really grinding for real. Apart from the PS, it's also grinding our eardrums in the at the same time. But one, I think I filled it too much. Okay, that was on me. And two, so you grind for 30 seconds, you wait for a minute. So I have a feeling like if one more 30, maybe 2 more rounds, then it will be fine. It feels a bit coarse still. Just small bits remaining. But when I compare it with this other one, so this is the one you can find from the supermarket. made of chickpeas. Very high in protein, of course. Oh yeah, no comparison. Oh, this is so soft. This one has, it's quite coarse. I don't know whether you can see the difference. So I've decided to put it back and try grinding it one last time. Yeah, and then we'll see. See if it will get finer than it is right now. So this has turned out much smoother. Much smoother when I did it one more time. But it still has a bit of coarseness. But I would compare it to like when you have whole wheat flour versus white flour, you know. So I don't mind because that means it has a bit of fiber in it. So I want to do one more batch, but I'm also thinking for best results, I'm going to mix 1 part this to 1 part this, and then we'll see how it goes. But 100% love this grinder. We'll see how it works with the cassava. I'm so curious for that. I'm also going to be grinding some desiccated coconut to get coconut flour. So yeah, let's finish that up.
Longer will you suffer in this life?
So if you grew up in the 90s, chances are you found yourself in boarding school at some point, because that was the in thing, unfortunately or fortunately. I don't know. Let me know whether that was unfortunate or fortunate, because I have my own feelings about boarding school. Anyway, the food in boarding school, especially if it was a public school, and even more especially if it was a Catholic school. Actually, I am so sorry. I'm just speaking from my experience. That food was for tears. Okay? Literal tears. So tell me why some students were so special that they couldn't eat the infested githeri with us. Tell me why. Oh my goodness, I used to feel so bad. I'm like, why am I the one eating this githeri? This protein-filled githeri, and you know what protein means. And this person is so special, they can have rice.
How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up, just hold on tight. It'll be alright. I know you tried so hard. Child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt.
Guys, you know, I completely now understand where my last one was coming from, because to be honest, I used to feel some type of way. Of course, because hello, you know. But now I realize their case might have been genuine, honestly, you know? Like they were genuinely allergic to weevils, you know, unlike the rest of us. Hey, special diet people. Let me know if you are a special diet person or if you are a sufferer like me in school.
Don't give up, just hold on tight. It'll be alright.
So I'm going to use, I have 2 types of oats here. I have rolled oats and then I have instant oats. So these ones are the ones that we cook instantly, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes on the stove, they're done. But the healthier version are rolled oats. These ones actually bought when I traveled, because I don't know where to buy them in Kenya. If anyone knows, you can let me know. I love these ones. I've been having them for breakfast, and I'm telling you, a small amount is so filling. I think because they are rolled, they're sort of like the whole wheat version of white wheat. You get, because they are very little processed. They are so good. So I want to mix 1 of each, just so to balance the sugar and everything, and just also because I've run out of the instant ones. But these rolled oats, if you can get them, let me know where we can get them. Not instant ones. I'm sure you can tell the difference between the rolled oats and the instant ones. These ones are so light. These ones cook in 2 minutes. But these ones take about 8 to 10 minutes to cook. They're so good, so healthy. Tell me where to find them, but I'll mix the 2 for this recipe. So 1 cup of instant oats. Then 1 cup of rolled oats. I feel like I should double this recipe. All right. So I'm going to soak the oats in milk. I mean, I think if you wanted this to go faster, you could also grind the oats and get oat flour, like the ones we used to make the digestive biscuits. Let me know if you have tried that biscuit recipe. Please let me know. If you haven't watched that video, you better, because the digestive biscuits were everything. They were everything. By the way, I also used oats to make the digestive biscuits, and they were fire. Let me know if you have tried that recipe. I shared that video about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I need to do it again. Those digestive biscuits, they are calling my name even now. So if you went to boarding school, let me know how your experience was. Like, did you suffer? If you're not in Kenya, by the way, let me know if in your country you have the same thing, like you have boarding schools, and how are they? And yeah, did you go? How? Let's just share, let's just talk about it so we can heal from the trauma. Okay, these muffins, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. So I'm making the kids an afternoon snack of hot chocolate and oat muffins, because as you can see, they're very active and they have to have healthy snacks every now and then. And of course, that's why also a motivated mom meal plan comes in handy, because I'm always putting you guys on healthy snacks for your active children, because these guys are growing and they love these. But of course, I need to make regular muffins for them so we don't finish for the special diet person. By the way, guys, please allow me to show you my worst corner in my kitchen that I showed you when we were doing the house tour video last year. I am so happy to report that it is decluttered, it is well organized, it is looking like, like I have my life together. That's what we were doing in the whole month of January in the Motivated Mom Club. So many corners of my house are now looking so good. I don't have to hide this corner anymore. Shout out to the Motivated Mom Club. This month we're doing something fantastic. Check it out. After soaking the chickpea batter for 2 hours, I'm excited to cook it because I want to see how it's going to turn out. The millet one was, it was like that. So I feel like after soaking this butter for like, it's been an hour plus, by the way, it's gotten much thicker. It's giving me vibes of the millet ones we made. By the way, those millet crepes did not age well. They were very nice the day we made them, the minute we made them. But once they stayed in the fridge, the next day they were not tasting that good. So I don't know if that's the thing with the savory crepes. Let's see how these ones will go. And they seem to be ready to flip because the edges are drying up. And we don't want them to burn. Oh, right. The color is giving everything. So as that one is cooking, let's do a taste test. It's not bad. It's tasting like chef does. I think this is what chef does are made of. It has a very rich flavor. It feels like something you can eat on its own. I'm not mad about it. This one gets half a dance. I'm not mad about it. I can live with this one. Problem is when they get cold, they just turn into something else. But let's let him taste for himself. We see. Come and taste for yourself. Tell us. Open. Okay.
It tastes like rice.
Tastes like rice.
Whispers of the breeze, secrets unfold. It's you that I need, it's you that I want. When the world gets cold, it's you and me. When the sun comes back.
So the cassava bread, I don't have cassava flour, but I went to the market and I got dried cassava. See this? It kind of looks like chalk, but it's actually dried cassava, you can tell. So I'm going to try and use the grinder to make flour out of this. And then another thing that this recipe calls for also is coconut flour. I don't have coconut flour. I want to see if I can get that from desiccated coconut. Although from my research, desiccated coconut has a bit more oil than if I was to get real coconut flour. So because it's oily, it's going to mean I'm going to have to play around with the liquids of the cake. So because oil, you know, is a liquid. So we'll see how that goes. But first, let me work on these cassava things. I don't know if I can grind them as whole as they are, or I first bash them up to make them smaller. We are learning. Experimentation. Let's see.
I found a home, the love that we share can never grow. In your gaze, the world.
This cassava is just asking me to go to war on it and pound out all my boarding school frustrations on it. But I hope it's going to give me good flour. Oh, this is real flour. Can you see that? Look at that. That's how you know it's really soft. This is the real deal. This has actually worked better than the chickpeas. What? I'm so excited. What? This is beautiful, man. Cassava flour. So that has worked so well. I'm not even going to clean this because I'm using for the same recipe. Let's put in some desiccated coconut. All in all, I feel like this grinder is a good addition to my kitchen. Let me know if you have one in your kitchen and what you use it for. And anyway, let me share with you one last thing about boarding school. You guys, now this is therapy for me. Just let me talk about it, okay? So the first time I went to boarding school, I was in class 7, okay? And I lost so much weight. My mom was literally, she was so worried, to be honest. I could tell. I know by the time you're seeing a worry on a mom's face, it's serious worry, okay? And so because she was friends with because she was friends with the teachers, she would come visit them, in quotes. She's coming to visit them, but she would actually be coming to see me in the middle of the week, by the way, and bringing me food. Because I don't know if you remember, like, it was completely illegal to eat anything from the outside, to have any snacks. That was just prison, my lie. Anyway, so my mom would come to allegedly visit her friends, but then she would be coming to see me. And it was so happy. I mean, I was so happy. It was so amazing until I shifted schools and went far, far away where she couldn't come and visit me. So, you know, my suffering continued.
Oh, dandelion, the strength that you've shown, stronger each year. Look how we hold on through the toughest of times. We still stand strong. Through pavement we will grow. Forever we will grow. Deep within your eyes, I found a home. The love that we share can never grow. In your gaze, the world looks bright. Forever by your side. This town is quite serene.
This cassava bread. This cassava bread. Eh? Oh my word. If you try nothing else on this video, and I have a good idea that you will try nothing else, to be honest. Maybe the oat muffins you might try. But if you try nothing else, try this cassava bread. Trust me, okay? I think I have now also suddenly become gluten-free because, wow, this was so good. Thank you for hanging out. Make sure you check out that video with the digestive biscuits, and I'll see you over there. Bye.